Hi, we're from the Palm Beach International Boat Show 2026. I'm Rufus van Gruisen with Key Electronics up in Portsmouth, Rhode Island. And this product that I'm with here is a new product that we introduced recently called the CayCube. And it's a solid state power source. It will deliver both AC power and DC power. It can be used as a generator replacement. This particular model has a 5,000 volt amp output. Outputs 240 and 120 volts at 60 hertz. It'll run your air conditioning, microwave, cooker, other appliances, chargers. It can also output DC power. It's a 48 volt system, but through DC converters, we can recharge your battery bank, or you can just use the AC output to recharge the batteries through the boat's existing battery chargers. We designed it to be super simple to operate. There is simply a one on-off switch. You turn it on and it starts operating and delivering 120, 240 volt power. There's an indicator light that shows that it's on and producing power. And that indicator light turns red when the charge level drops down to 10% and it's time to charge. The amount of charge in this unit is 20 kilowatt hours. So for a boat with a couple of air conditioning units, it'll easily run it overnight. Single air conditioning unit, or run it for a weekend. It'll recharge when you get back to the dock and plug in as a built-in charger. Or you can have an optional 8 kilowatt alternator mounted on the engine, which will recharge anytime that you're motoring or running the engine. Additionally, if you have solar panels, you could recharge it from solar. So the system uses solid-state marine batteries, which have the newer version of lithium batteries, which have a wider temperature operating range than standard lithium batteries, but also higher safety margin and a greater energy capacity, which is what makes this unit possible. To use any other kind of batteries, it would be a much bigger frame and much heavier, even regular lithium phosphate batteries. To maintain the temperature inside the unit and keep the electronics cool, we have two fans, and they triggered by temperature sensors. Will come on, they draw air in from underneath the unit and exit through a grill at the side of the unit here. Even in a warm engine compartment, it should operate very comfortably. The other use we see for this is for new builds as a complete power source. Since it has both AC and DC power, it can replace the house bank, or just leave you with needing a small backup house bank battery. The energy stored in this cube is equivalent to 8D AGM batteries. So there's a massive amount of energy stored in here, plenty of power to run all of the house loads. But for a boat builder, what that means is you could drop in this cube, wire it up to the DC panel and the AC panel and the shore power inlet, and your entire primary electrical system is done and built. Save an enormous amount of build hours, and shares the responsibility with us, the manufacturer, for its continued operation. We offer the CayCube with a 5-year warranty and full support, which leads into the control and monitoring. Well, as I said, it's very easy to operate. It's just an on-off switch and an indicator light to show when it's operating, when it needs recharging. But we also have a full touchscreen monitoring panel, which allows you to see exactly how it's behaving, what it's doing, what the percentage state of charge in the battery bank is. And this can be accessed on any screen, any NMEA 2000 screen in the boat, MFD. And it can also be accessed remotely on a Android or iPhone or smart device, and can be accessed over the web. So remotely, anybody can monitor, or the owner can monitor themselves from their office or home, the status of the cube. Yeah, so this model is the base model, the 5,000 VA output with 20 kilowatt hours of storage. This model starts at $29,995. And then we have two larger models. The next one up from here has a 10,000 volt amp output with 40 kilowatt hours of battery storage. And the top model is 15,000 volt amps output with 60 kilowatt hours of energy storage. So we can suit a range of sizes of boat. Third use for this product is as a auxiliary generator for a large boat that already has a generator. This can work in conjunction with that generator. So if the boat draws extra power for a startup, like for an air conditioning startup, it will supplement the generator, add to its amperage output, which allows the builder to put in a slightly smaller generator that might otherwise be required. Some of the interest that we're seeing is in replacing existing generators. The attraction of this packaging is that it's physically a similar size to the generator that it would probably replace. So it'll typically fit in the same place as the generator that's coming out. However, it has the advantage that it does not need any fuel lines, it does not need the water cooling lines, and it doesn't need the massive exhaust hose. The only connections to this are the wire from the shore power coming in and the wire to the AC distribution panel going out. And then NMEA 2000 to the MFDs if you want to monitor it from your MFD. So it's a very, very simple installation. A lot of the features of the CayCube can be replicated using discrete components on the boat. The advantage of the CayCube is that it comes pre-assembled with all the functions and a 5-year warranty for the whole assembly. Installation for the CayCube would probably be maybe 1 day for a couple of techs at the most. Very often do a refit to upgrade a battery bank to lithium, increase the size of the inverter, charger. Can take 40 to 80 hours. So it's a great saving on the labor and disturbance to the boat, refiguring the boat. You can keep the existing battery bank on the boat if it's an AGM battery bank, and this will supplement it. It'll run the onboard battery chargers, so any heavy loads on the boat will come from the chargers rather than from the house bank. So it'll recharge the house banks when necessary, as well as supplying all the AC loads, of course.